Hi all, this is Johnny Crass coming to you with a lore video. Now first off, a little update. I have just bought my ticket to the Bay Area Open in March. So that's two West Coast tournaments that I've bought my tickets to already. Both of them I will be taking Chaos Dwarves because Chaos Dwarves are amazing. And my plan is that get them all done, all painted, all sculpted, take him down there, and pretty much wreck shop. Or at least see people I know and talk to people and look at beautiful armies. But I'm going to be getting not only battle reports, but I'm also planning a few other things. Get my Twitter feed up and running, because right now it's kind of working, but I'm mainly using it to follow the UK Masters, so there's that. I'm also going to be doing like kind of video things between my games that I'm going to be uploading. So like kind of quasi-live video feeds. I'm going to be practicing that at the tournament on the 27th, which I'm still pretty sure I'm going to, down in Modesto. Now on to the lore video. I figure I'm going to be taking Chaos Dwarves, so might as well do Lore of Hashut. This is from the Tarmarcon book. As you may notice, this is scans of my Tarmarcon book. This is what I bring to a tournament, because the book itself weighs about as much as a small child, and I'm already lugging around an army and my bag and everything, and I just don't want to lug around a small book. So, starting off with the lore tribute. Killing Fire. If you're casting a magic missile or direct damage spell from Lore of Hashut at a target with the flammable special rule, the wizard adds plus D3 to the casting total. So, pretty much what it is a crappy Kindle Flame. Easiest way to say it. Sad but true. Lore tribute on Hashut's kind of bad. Signature spell. Breath of Hatred, cast on a 6+, remains in play. It's an augment spell with a range of 12 inches. The target unit is subject to hatred while the spell is in effect, and it can be bubbled on a 15+. This spell is fantastic, and here's why. It is fantastic because it remains in play. You cast it on the first, like your first magic phase, and people will let it go because they're like, oh, you're not going to be in combat, and then they'll forget about it. So then when combat comes around, you're like, oh yeah, I've had Breath of Hatred up this entire time, so now I have hatred. So, just fantastic little spell. Next spell, Burning Wrath. Cast on a 6+, magic missile, range of 8 inches. D6 strength 6 hits, which count as flaming, and you can boost it to 2d6 on a 12+. This spell is just god-awful. If it was a direct damage, it might have a use being cast out of close combat, but it being magic missile, it means they're right in your face when you're casting this, and there's just no point to the spell. So, this is one of the spells you'd swap for Breath of Hatred right away if you roll it. Next spell, it's Dark Subjugation. Cast on an 8+, a hex with a range of 24 inches. Target unit must pass a leadership test on -3, or get a permanent reduction of 1 to their leadership for the remainder of the game. You can only cast the spell on an enemy 3 times, like on the same unit 3 times. Unbreakable units are immune to this spell. Now, this spell is kind of like Wither in that it permanently reduces a stat, but it permanently reduces a leadership stat. So it's garbage against demons, tomb kings, and vampire, demons, tomb kings, and vampire counts because they're unbreakable and they don't give a crap. But against like armies like ogres, empire, them losing that one leadership is pretty much, well, it's them losing standard of discipline. And then it keeps on stacking up. So this spell is fantastic by docking leadership, and the amount of panic tests the rest of the Chaos Dwarf book can force just stacks on top of it, and it becomes brilliant. Next spell, Curse of Hashut. Cast on 10+, direct damage. Already I'm liking it. Range of 18 inches. It's a snipe spell. Targets a single model of the enemy caster's choice. 2d6 hits, minus toughness, wounding on a 4-up, no armor saves. So it's like a hybrid between Fate of Buna and Curse of Laneth. And it's a pretty good spell in my mind, because it's 2d6 minus toughness instead of strength, so it's great against humans and elves. Next spell, Ash Storm. Probably the best hex spell in the entire game of Warhammer. Cast on a 12+. Ash Storm is a hex with a range of 24 inches. Target suffers -1 to hit in close combat, -2 to hit with shooting attacks. In addition, they can only use their basic move, may not charge, may not march, may not fly. The unit also treats all terrain as dangerous terrain. Wizards cannot cast spells out of their unit while they're under the effect of this. And any unit affected by the spell is treated as flammable. This spell does everything. It stops wizards. It stops charges. It butchers ogres with flammable. This spell literally does everything. And if you're in combat, you cast them on it. They're -1 to hit. And then they have to take a dangerous terrain test when they flee. So it's kind of like Curse of Anra here also. So this spell is just amazing. Amazing spell. Hellhammer. Another bad spell. Cast on 13, direct damage. 3d6 line from the caster's front arc, directly away from the base. You have to take an initiative test, or suffer a strength 6 hit, D3 wounds. You take any wounds from it, you have to take a panic test, and it's flaming, I believe. Maybe it's not flaming. No, it's not flaming. So you just have to take a panic test if you take wounds from it. Not that great. Not as bad as Burning Wrath. So. And then the 6th spell that everyone is afraid of. Flames of Asgore. Cast on an 18+, direct damage spell which can target any point the caster can see on the table. Place a small round template with the central hole on the chosen target point. Then the template scatters d6 inches, remaining on target if a hit is rolled. Whoop-de-friggin-do. All models touched by the template take a strength 6 hit that have the flaming attacks and multiple wounds d6 special rule. In addition, the model directly under the hole must take a toughness test at -2 or be removed with no saves allowed. And you can boost Flames of Asgore to the large blast or large round template. In that case, it's cast on a 25+. This spell is just amazing for picking up the Ogre Gut Star. Amazing. You stack it with Ash Storm. It's D6 wounds ×2 because they're flammable. This spell just does amazing, amazing things. And as long as you can see it, you can cast it. It has infinite range. So this spell is just fantastic. There's really no downside to it. Overall, Lore of Hashut is really strong. It has some bad spells. But between Breath of Hatred, Dark Subjugation, Ash Storm, and Flames of Asgore, this lore is really strong. And is what I'm going to be taking to the tournaments. So, you know the drill. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm going to be going back to the Army Book lores here soon. And I'm going to be covering Combat and Panic with the Sustainable Center here in probably the next day or so. So until next time, this is Johnny Crass. And yeah, have a good day.